What's going on, guys? Your buddy Muddy here. Got another review for you today. It's sort of a knife review, but not really. It's a utility knife, as you can see before you. Today I want to talk about this really cool Milwaukee Fastback one-handed opening utility knife. Well, I don't know if you guys know this. I've talked about before about my job and the different types of box cutters we carry. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I actually work for a market, guys. So usually I've been carrying this guy to work. It's called the turbo knife. I think I bought it like at a it's like a crappy store, like nothing special. It wasn't like advertised. I just saw it and thought it was interesting because it has a slide feature down here. It opens up and then you press and slide. So it's like one-handed opening. And it has this looks like woodland camo type thing and clip. So yeah, it's been working out great. But I figured there had to be something better out there. So I was actually in the market to buy a new one, and I came across this Milwaukee one, and I want to say this is really cool and the best utility blade I've ever had. And I just want to share with you and tell you some things to expect and things I like about it, things that could be maybe not so much dislike, but things that you should know in case you wanted to pick one up. But let's go ahead and get to it. Really cool. First thing you might notice about it, I like the color, guys. I'm not really into red, like when it comes to like knives and tools and stuff. I know I'm more of the orange type guy. But I mean, for what it's worth and what it's used for, I think the red's a great color. Just imagine try using this guy at work in a sea of cardboard. It's like 3 a.m. and you only had 4 hours of sleep, and then you put it down for a second and you're like, where'd it go? So I'd rather have this guy screaming at me, it's right there. So I mean, I never lose track of it. And as you may notice, it's a little different shaped here. This one has like a rounder back. This one's more point. But yeah, another things I found useful about this at my job, some of the packages come in like in perforated, parts where you just have to cut along the line. It's already cut for you to tear off. But at my job, they want us to remove all of it. So usually what I do is I find that thing and I just like make a fist and then just like punch the crap out of it, and then you pull the thing back and then remove it. So what I've been doing actually with this is, since the ergonomics of this thing is really awesome, I've just been holding like a little Kubotan, as you can see there, impact device, and I just give it one good hit, and then it breaks that seal, then I just remove it off. So that was something that I didn't do with this before, and the thought popped into my head. I'm going to go ahead and talk about what this knife has before I get into my side note, losing track of the things I do, but I thought maybe it'll help you guys out. So I'll just go ahead and open it. As you see here is a button lock. You actually, it's called a Fastback one hand opening because you actually press the lock, and then you flick your wrist out, and then the blade opens. And you actually can close it the same way. Press the button, close. Open, close, open. You get it. So some things you may notice about this knife that I want to let you know. I don't know if it's just mine, because you can see you can tighten it here, which I haven't done. I just wanted to give you a straight up review. My hands are a little greasy right now, guys. I was just putting some pomade in my hair. I use that stuff, so it might slide on my hand. I should have done that after, but oh well. So yeah, you actually press the button. I'll let the gravity take over, and it releases. So it swings, and then you flick your wrist, and it opens. Press the button to close, just like that. As you see, it's like partially opened. I think if you do it too hard and you flick it with too much effort, it'll bounce back. I'm sure you guys know like some blades will do that, like say with the button or compression lock, where it might hit the pin and bounce back. Well, I already got to the motion where I know how it's gonna feel and it won't stay open. And at the same time, it doesn't really bother me because when I'm using this knife, I'm using it so much that I don't actually I keep putting it back in my pocket to take it out. So it's always like, really available. It's not going to cut me. I'm not going to reach into it. So, sometimes I just leave it open also. But yeah, really cool, guys. It's actually saved me a ton of time already at my job just for the usefulness of it. Go ahead and get to this too here. You see a little gut hook area? That's actually the blade when it's closed. It's open, closed, so you can use it to do cut some, wire, I guess, or some kind of material, string. So let me see if I can get this in frame or some. This is not gutted paracord. It's just a regular utility bit that came with it. So if it doesn't cut, it doesn't cut. Let me see here. There you go. Right through it. So yeah, these are the standard ones. These aren't like the the Stanley or whatever they are. And yeah, so yeah, it serves a purpose there. It's kind of thick compared to this guy. I don't mind. And it has this really funky looking pocket clip, which I don't mind at all. I actually love. It makes it so much easier to slip out on a pocket. It's kind of like that Spyderco wire clip. And at the same time, when you see it in your pocket, like if you were to carry this every day, it wouldn't look like a knife, because most knives, look like this, just like this one here. And here's another knife I'll compare it to, my cold steel. Similarities, and let's just go back to Spyderco. So if you wanted to wear this every day and you don't want people to see it like think it's a knife, it looks in contrast, it's really cool. And like I said, it holds well, and it's super easy to slide in out of pocket. Speaking of a pocket, let's go ahead and do this cutlery lever style. Dickies shorts again for you. You know, I told you I carry my knife at work still also, so I've been carrying this in the same pocket, both right. So you can only imagine sometimes if I was using this guy, having it in my pocket, and then looking down and say having this in there too. You can see the similarities, and at first glance you'll be like, which one are we going to reach for? And I don't know, maybe someone will think I have two knives and think I'm, you know, overkill with the blade. So yeah, I really like the fact that this one doesn't look the same, and it's easy identifiable with the red color and the funky clip, which is really cool. It slides in and out with, like I said, no problem at all. Check that out. Really cool. I like that. And it looks like a little lip here. Maybe you can, you know, aid in extraction. But yeah, that's how it looks in pocket. So I said it's funky looking, but it's purposeful for this blade. I like it a lot. And I'm really, that was one of the other reasons I picked it out, because I like that style of clip. So yeah, okay, let's go into more opening this. So yeah, open and close, open and close. You got it already, you get the picture. Bounces back, but I said I would tighten it up. It'll probably be fine, but I don't really care. It's cool. And let's go ahead and open up and show you how to remove. Have you noticed here too? They give you a little area cut out. It shows for wire stripping. So you need to cut like a wire, you know, to do some electronics. You just put it through and run through. It's a very cool idea. Simple to slide the blade in and out, as most utility blades are nowadays, where you press the button and look at this, not at the camera, and slide in and out, obviously. It's really cool, like I said. It's really helpful, and I'm loving this thing. Just wanted to share with you guys. Maybe you were looking for one or just want another cool blade to add, a tool. So yeah, it's used for carpentry and all that stuff, but like I said, I work in a market, so it, you know, it totally owns there compared to what I had before. And another thing I noticed, like this is on my own, I don't think it's recommended, but you know, I do it anyway. I did that whole safety thing where you guys do, like, you know, your knives, where you press the button and you let it close and see if it stops on your finger. Yeah, see, it's so totally safe. But what I noticed in doing that too, it's actually it's more helpful when I'm cutting packages at work, because sometimes, you know, when you're cutting boxes normally, you kind of find the seam, you come down and you move your wrist and come around. What this one, what I've actually been doing is letting it close halfway and like finding the corner of the package and just dragging down and then around. So you guys can get that, how that helps. And here's a little demo for you in case you know, let me see if I can get this in frame. This box of cereal here. So I don't do these the packages at work, guys. I'm just showing you for example. So say here's the corner, and then, you know, instead of having it be like this where I have to come down, let's see, and then turn my wrist, actually I let it fall. I'm in this position, kind of like a pistol position, and it makes it so much easier just to cut through. Hold it back. Trying to pay attention to the finder, not what I'm doing to be in frame, guys. But you get the picture, right? Yeah, so there. Kind of cool. It's cut through. I thought that was really cool and unique. So yeah, this knife, like I said, is great. In case you guys want a utility blade or just, you know, heard about this or looking forward to it, I recommend it. I'm gonna go tighten it up because, you know, like I said, sometimes it bounces back, but it don't bother me. I really love the grip on it. It feels like it was made for my hand. Ergonomics. It's like holding like a really nice like knife that I love. Kind of like the Rat 1. I always say is my favorite type of grip carry for any blade. But yeah, it fits great. So I use that back to do like, you know, hitting into packages without to break the tape, but then using the blade. And the color is awesome. Clip's really cool. Ease of using it. It's a little bulky, but I don't mind. Thick, and like I said, bright. You can see it. You're not gonna misplace it. But just gotta keep your eyes on this, man, because I already showed it to a couple of guys at work, and you know they're drooling over it. So this is the kind of blade that, you know, you don't want to leave around because someone will definitely walk away with it. You know, it's cool, and it's around 15 bucks. You can find it. The thing I liked about it was I didn't notice till after I bought it. It wasn't even a purchase concern, but it came with this like extra blades to like a $10 value in this cool little case. What I've been using to carry my blades in before I got this tin, I'll show what I got in there, was like an old, you guys remember the Game Boy, the original Game Boys? The thin little plastic case to hold the game. I had those with my blades in there. It was perfect. And you know, I don't really have those games anymore. So yeah, so I guess this little thing comes in there, and where's the side? It shows you on one side to slide it forward, which I can't see right here. Okay, here we go. So then you slide it this way. There you go. You slide it forward, and there's all your blades you can keep in there. So yeah, this came free. So you get these, and you get the blade for 15 bucks. They're on Amazon. Can't say enough great things about this utility knife, guys. Like you said, if you're looking to get one, or you know, you need one for around the house or toolbox or for your job, Like I said, I just work at a market and I'm cutting cardboard, so it's great. So I can imagine if you're doing some other type of work. And let's go back to this. And another thing I added on my own was I got these blades. They're for roofing. And I took this guy out because sometimes, you know, if you cut too deep, you might puncture a package, and that's a wasted product. So to play it extra safe, I swapped it out with these guys for roofing, which kind of, you know, they kind of look like little seatbelt cutters or safety cutters, or, you know, like those little blades that are used to cut into those clamshell packages with suck. Yeah, guys, I hate those clamshell stuff. This came on in two, and I gotta check my hands later on. I call these things like phantom cuts, because whenever you guys open one of these up and then handle it after, like to say throw it away, when you wash your hands or you take a shower, you notice your hands stinging, and then you look and you have all these little tiny cuts that you didn't even see there. So yeah, I freaking hate clamshell crap. So yeah, this will probably do the same thing and get in that corner and cut through clean. So you know what I'm saying, right? Like those ones you sell on TV to open packages. But yeah, this makes it easier for my job too, because you know I just hook the edge of the package, the box, like so, and then just drag through. Okay? Effortlessly. Makes a cleaner cut too. So yeah, I thought that was helpful. You guys wanted to replace, and it looks kind of cool, like a mini claw. This thing just tears through, you know, when you get those wraps, plastic wrap, and all the equipment. Like, see if you work for a department store, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so review is kind of long, but it's because I really like this knife. It's the Milwaukee Fastback one-handed utility knife. So if you guys are interested, I highly recommend it. And I say thanks guys for watching, and I'm looking forward to reading your comments.